All right, yeah, we ain't here with it. All in audio experience, we ain't here with it. We at the Valley Festival with my boy B Smoove,
Yeah, man.
RnB extraordinaire. Yes,
Nah,
sir.
man, I appreciate it.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
y'all. Thank y'all for giving me the time.
For sure,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
We
So you
appreciate y'all taking the time, man.
It's fun.
It's an honor.
It's fun. It's fun, and it's something big for the city too. So
Yeah.
I like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
So like you did your performance today. I was not able to catch most of it, but I actually caught the replay. Like
Yeah.
my girl Steph, you know, she on the camera with it. She played me some of that, and I actually listened to a song too. So like, how was the performance for you? Like getting up on stage, feelings, vibes. What'd you catch while you was up there?
Man, I won't lie to you. It was a lot of nerves at first, leading up to the time, like for the performance, man.
Yeah.
You know, I performed several times, but I knew the type of crowd that was gonna be here, man. It's gonna be a lot of people, you know, a lot of family, friends. So it's like I felt like I really had to show out tonight, try to do something. So a lot of nerves leading up, but I knew that if I could get the crowd engaged within the first 10 seconds of the performance, then I was good. I can ride the wave the whole way. So that's why I really wanted to start it out with those two old school joints that I knew I can get people singing along with, and then roll over into my two originals. Once I got past that first 10 seconds of the first old school, I was straight then. I was all right.
You got more of a classic feel too. You got more
I
of a
appreciate-
classic feel. So where'd that come from?
I appreciate that, man. Well, so I grew up in a really big 90s R&B home, 80s and 90s R&B, man. It stuck with me forever, and I'm still a big, person on that, you know what I'm saying? You can hear it in my music even, so my original music. So even dressing, just the whole part, man. We all love 90s R&B.
Hey, that's,
So-
that's some of the best.
Yeah, man. So that's where the classics, come into play and all of that, And who don't like classics? You know what I mean?
Love the classics. Top five time. What's your top five?
Oh man.
Top five 90s artists right
Ooh,
now.
he gave you a top.
Oh man, yeah,
too.
yeah, that's pretty good, man. You put me on blast
He
with that
did,
one. I like that.
You know, the '90s R&B is a distinct sound too.
Yeah,
like
man.
so, you got to come hard. Let me hear
Yeah,
some.
that's some pressure there, man. So first, I'm gonna have to go ahead and throw 90s R&B. I'm gonna go ahead and throw Maxwell in it, even though he is a neo soul type of art, but neo soul R&B, they hand in hand.
He went left with it. I didn't even
Yeah,
take that
yeah,
one.
you gotta throw Maxwell
Maxwell
in there.
hard.
I would say Usher, even though he
Okay.
got Usher had his little 90s vibe, but he was more like I guess 2000s, but he still,
He came on in the '90s though.
He came on in the 90s,
he came on
exactly,
in the 90s.
exactly.
And he was way more R&B in the '90s too. He got more pop later.
for sure. You gotta throw Joe in there.
Ooh.
Joe had nothing but he.
know.
That's right.
Come
That's
here.
right. That's
Come
right.
here.
You feel me? You feel me? He's a legend, man. We don't speak enough on him, man. But he's a legend. And then you gotta throw some of them at 3, and these are not in order. But Brian McKnight, gotta put in that 4. I mean that 5. Crazy vocalist.
Yeah.
That 5th one is up for the tossing, man. I got an artist in mind, but it's a little tricky. So we gonna stay away from that one.
Oh no.
Oh, I already know.
You know what I mean? I mean, you can't mention R&B without that, but it is what it is. But
You left out the groups too, like
oh yeah, now
Boyz II Men.
oh for sure.
True Hill.
Jodeci.
It was a lot
Jodeci.
though. Like we talking, if he could go groups, we had to do that.
I mean-
Oh yeah,
So,
Casey and JoJo.
Yeah, man. You got Next, man. You got it's so many
There's
groups,
so
man.
many.
That's why I like 90s R&B because it's so heavy. Like, I mean, we named 5, but there's probably like I could probably name about 20 artists for sure. That's just crazy.
Hard.
Crazy,
Hard. It was
man.
a tough time period to be like. You
It
had
is,
to
man.
Be tough
Yeah,
to break
and you
through.
had to be singing, man.
Singing.
You know what I'm saying? You had to be singing.
None of that BS.
Nah,
Better
man,
than
you ain't having it,
And
man.
the
They were
women,
going.
the women had it too. You
Yeah,
feel me? Monica
yeah.
and all them.
Bro, that's man. What you talking about? Boy?
Yeah.
Brandy, all of them, man.
All
Y'all,
of
y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up.
For sure.
But yeah, man. So
So what inspired you like on this path? Like maybe not inspired you, but like where did you come from a singing musical family, or this was just you? Like when did you just hop on
Man.
this journey?
that's a great question, bro. Like, I don't come from a huge musical family. You know, my dad, he was in like choir for church and everything like that. But I'd say I got my inspiration, man. I used to always sing again 90s R&B. I started singing around friends in middle school. In middle school, I was told that, hey, man, you have a nice voice. You should start singing more. I took it and ran with it. And as the years went on, more people started saying it. And I performed one time at homecoming at Sparkman, our old stomping grounds. Performed at homecoming in front of a huge crowd. They all embraced it. At that moment, I knew then I want to be an entertainer. I want to sing. This is what I want to do, for sure.
What year was that? Like,
that was 2011 homecoming. 2011 homecoming, man. But yeah, bro, it was funny enough, man. I hold Sweet Lady like near and dear, man, because that was the first song that I performed in front of a big crowd at homecoming. So it was pretty cool, you know what I'm saying, doing that performance again.
Did you surprise a lot of people, like they just didn't know you could sing type shit? Like,
man,
because you was like, maybe you not necessarily quiet, but you know, like some people just don't know.
Yeah, you exactly. That's a good question because I was actually shocked that a lot of people didn't know. People that knew me, you know, they were like, I didn't know you sing, like, you know, sing for real, or you do, you know, music. And I was like, man, I've been doing it for a little while, you know. Yeah. People been knowing that I've been singing for years, but yeah, that's a good question, man. Like, I was kind of shocked.
This Christmas moment, you feel me?
Yeah.
Pop out with it, you feel me?
Yeah, bro.
Bro, I feel like everybody got that moment because, like, it's always a moment, like, because, like, we got our friend Eric. Eric, if you know Eric, that nigga, he always singing. He one of them that's just, like, walking around, like, all the time. But most of my other friends that actually can sing, it'd be random. Like, Malik, you remember, like, he popped out. Do you know Malik Watts?
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Played football with him, did not know this nigga could sing at all.
Yeah,
at all. Like, if you know Malik, he's just a goofy dude that's just, like, joking.
He is,
then,
man.
like, he got on stage one day and started, I'm like, is that Malik? Yeah,
so man, you be amazed with a lot of, you know, talents people have behind closed doors. You know, a lot of people, like I said, like Malik. Man, I was an athlete. I played basketball. Okay. You know, a lot of people on the team didn't know I sang until one day we just having concerts on the bus ride back from a game. They like, hold up, bro, you sing?
He real. He for real.
Yeah, man. So, you know, it's all fun, man. It's all fun.
So, I guess go ahead and kind of get into just what are some of the projects that what's the project that you're most passionate about that you've made and future projects that you got coming up? Is there anything you got coming up?
Oh, man. Yeah, I'm glad you asked that. So, as of now, I had a debut single back in 2019, Mo Better. And then I followed up here in 2021. Back in April, I released a project called Spring Into Memory Lane. And that's the nostalgic feel. All three of those tracks that I have out right now are nostalgic feeling tracks. I'd say the one that it's hard to choose a favorite out there right now because it's only 3 songs. But I'd say probably my favorite might be Need Your Lovin', off of my Spring Into Memory Lane project that I just released this year. And I'd say that because it just gives that old school feeling. It's like that begging, like, you know, falling in love music. You know what I mean?
We carry that singing in the rain.
Exactly, man. Yeah, exactly, man. Well, I feel like a lot of people want that back. I've been seeing it everywhere. They want that old school R&B back. So I try to give them a little bit of old school R&B back with a little bit of modern at the same time. But for the future, I'm anticipating a great project that's going to be coming out possibly in the fall of this year.
I like that. And, speaking into existence, you feel me?
Oh, man, it's going to be beautiful. I got a producer name by the name of LaFrancis Vibes that's working on it right now.
Hey, I've been hearing that name a lot. I might need to tap in with buddy.
Tap in with him, man. He's amazing, man. So different, unique sound. He actually produced Mo Better. And like I said, man, he's working on a project right now, producing-wise, for me to link up with him. And hopefully we'll try to get that out in the fall. But I'm really anticipating that one. I think people really going to like that one.
For sure. And I shops with it, bro, because, like, we a generation that need a love, bro. You know, it's hard out here in the streets. You feel me?
Oh, yeah.
You know, everybody hard nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
the women,
man.
The men, everybody want to act hard. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing but love.
Exactly, man. There's nothing wrong with being vulnerable, man. Then we got to get back to being vulnerable. And I think that's what the 90s R&B style, you know, I think that's what people like about it because it's real, you know?
It's real, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Like, being a young black man, all the bullshit that be going around, you know what I'm saying? You kind of harden up, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
the women love it when you're vulnerable, you know what
exactly,
I'm saying?
Man. Exactly, that's the key. Yeah.
They love it when you're vulnerable. So I shops with that. I shops with that heavy. So I guess just you said that's the sound is you kind of gave us a little insight. You said it's more of a classic sound or more old school sound with the next project, and then the LaFrancis Vibes project. What's the sound on that? If you could give us a little insight.
Yeah, so
a little insight. I don't want to give away too much because you said the first one's more nostalgic, The Francis Vibe project. What's a little insight?
That project is gonna be.
What's the mood?
That project is gonna be give you a little bit more of a neo soul type of vibe.
Okay.
That's the best I can say. Is
how about this? What's some people you vibing with right now? Like some of the newer sounds you vibing with right now.
Oh man, like sound wise or just artists in general.
Either one.
Like,
either one.
Okay, I'll try to tie them together. Right now, I've been going crazy with Lucky Day. Lucky Day.
That boy got pipes. He can sing.
Man, beautiful project, man. The production, everything on Painted, all of that. It's beautiful, man. Who else?
That boy Giveon can sing too.
Yes, very unique voice.
Yeah. I think I
very unique voice, man. You can hear his voice and you know who it is right off the rip. He's got some nice work too. But like I said, I mean, there's a lot of artists. It's kind of hard for me to name right now. But Lucky Day is one that popped right off on the back of my mind. Who I've been going crazy listening to.
He's got like a very. He's got his fan base, and his fan base fuck with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he caters to his fan base consistently. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? He stays in his lane, and he don't let like what's going on like in the outside industry change his sound. Because that's one thing. Like, he's kind of been in like, cause he's not a mainstream artist, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Brent Fias and them kind of got a little bit more shine, but like he hasn't let that deter him from like going left and like trying. You know what I'm saying? He do his thing. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly, man. He's an amazing artist. He's actually a little bit of an inspiration too, man. Because you know, at one point I felt like I was like getting older and everything, and I thought the older I got, the less likely to be like, you know, to move up in the industry and just like do music and be seen, because I feel like it's a younger game, but. Plot twist, man. That man is older. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's not old, but he's older, you know, to the point where, like, I think he was like 34, 35. And it's like, man, there's hope. Like, I mean, he's getting his start. He's getting a lot of shine. He's doing great. So, you know, age doesn't mean a thing, man. So it's pretty inspirational to me.
If you stay true, bro, like, the long game is so beneficial. Because, like, what's the artist you put me on? I think it's, like, John something. He's an R&B artist that didn't pop until he was, like, 31, bro. Because he
you talking about St. John?
St. John.
Yeah.
He's one that's like, he didn't pop until he was like 31. He was writing for people for the longest.
And look at him now.
You know what I'm saying? And he popped. And then it's not even just like R&B people. Like, there's this rapper that we shop with, Larry June. He ain't popped until he was like 28, 29. You know what I'm saying? Currency's one of them. Like, if you stay in your lane and deliver to your fan base and don't try to reach everybody and reach like an audience that loves you, you know what I'm saying, for who you are. Just do you, bro.
You exactly right, man. You hit the nail on the head with that Spitter, man. Man, his bass, bro. Man, I've been riding with Spitter for years now, bro. I mean, like, and his following, like you said, he ain't like the hugest mainstream artist. But boy, he'll sell out some shows in a heartbeat, man. His audience get it.
His bag.
Get it,
you know
man.
What I'm saying? You ain't gotta be.
People are behind him like crazy. It's like, you know, you got artists that got this hype, and then you got that got this fan base is just crazy.
Right.
One of those people.
Man, that's the thing. Like you said, the long game, man. So like a lot of times you'll see people fall off a lot quicker with that instant fame or whatever it may be with the huge audience versus, you know, your people that got the smaller amount of fame, but they got their loyal fans and they'll ride to the wheels fall off.
Bro.
The ride to the wheels fall off, man.
Bro, and small numbers add up too.
They
so
do.
It's like
Larry.
But it's like Currency fan base now, like, it's not like it was 5 years ago. Currency got a pretty big fan base now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like he's small. But it just took time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta be patient, bro.
It is, man. It's a patience game, man. As long as you enjoy what you do, too, man, you'll be okay with that patience game, too. So
it's gonna hit different, bro.
Exactly.
It's gonna hit different when you know you stay true. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So, what's your overall, at the end of the day, what do you want to do with this music? Do you just want to be an artist? Do you want to ultimately have a label? What is the end goal with this, you know? What makes you continue to do it?
Right. So, I'd say as far as me continuing to do it, my like push to do it is really just, for one, it's just something that I'm so in love with, but two, it's just to make a difference. My whole like purpose in life in general is just to make a difference in each person I come in contact with for the better, in a positive way. I feel like if I can bring a smile to people's face with my music, whether it's me singing or whether it's my lyrics, that's motivation for me to keep going, because that's my purpose in life, is just to bring a smile and bring happiness to people's lives, or try to help bring them out of whatever it may be that they're going through. So as long as that's never going to change. I mean, people's always going to need a smile on their face, man. So I'm going to always be doing it, you know. That's my push.
That's beautiful.
And so, like, you know, with the music thing, of course, I have other ventures that I like to do, you know. I like, you know, acting. I like, you know, I like clothing. I like all that kind of stuff. So I don't ever want to be marginalized to one thing. I want to have my hand in multiple things. So we'll see where it goes later on. But right now, just the music, just to open up the doors.
Yep. Gotta have that one.
Yeah.
Just that one.
That's it, man.
Go ahead, plug yourself, big dog. Social media.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at It's Hard to Be Smoove. I'll spell that out for you. ITSHARD number 2 BSMOOVE. It's Hard to Be Smoove. Yeah, you can find all my music on any streaming platform as well. So
Shop with my boy, Hard to Be Smoove. We all in audio with it, and we out of here.
thank y'all so much. Thank y'all, bro. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm proud of y'all too, man.
Appreciate you, dog.
I've been hearing about y'all and following a little bit, man.